The richest actress in the world. What is Angelina Jolie's net worth and salary? Stay tuned and learn more about the lives of rich people. Hello dear friends. Angelina Jolie is an American actress, director and humanitarian. At times, she was one of the highest paid actresses in the world, receiving $20 million per role. As of this video, Angelina Jolie's fortune is $120 million. In the last year, Angelina typically earns $20 million to $30 million from royalties and advertising contracts. For example, between June 2019 and June 2020, Angelina earned $35 million. Money problems. As part of their bitter divorce battle in August 2018, Angelina claimed she was short on money and demanded additional financial support from Brad Pitt. Court records showed that Pitt gave Jolie $8 million as a down payment on the $25 million Cecil B. DeMille mansion because she didn't have the funds herself. In fact, it's likely that Angelina has plenty of funds locked up in trusts and investments. When they married in 2014, Pitt and Jolie agreed that they didn't need a prenuptial agreement because they were both getting married with a fortune in excess of $100 million. So where is Jolie's money? One answer is that she didn't simply want to part with her assets to buy a new home when she knew Pitt would almost certainly be obligated to provide her with the funds. It should also be noted that between August 2017 and August 2018, Angelina earned $28 million in salaries and endorsements, making her the second highest paid actress on the planet. Early years. Angelina Jolie Voigt was born on June 4, 1975 in Los Angeles, California. She is the daughter of actors Jon Voight and actress Marceline Bertrand. Jolie's parents divorced in 1976, and she and her brother James Haven lived with their mother, who gave up her acting ambitions to raise their children. Her father's successful acting career inspired young Angelina to become an actress. When she was 5 years old, she played a cameo in her father's film Looking for a Way Out, 1982. When she was 6, her mother and the boyfriend she lived with moved to Palisades, New York. 5 years later, they moved back to Los Angeles. It was at this time that she decided she wanted to act and enrolled at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute. There she trained for 2 years. Jolie spent some time at Beverly Hills High School, where she felt isolated from her wealthy classmates because her family survived on her mother's modest income. Other teenagers bullied her for being very thin in glasses and suspenders. Her mother tried to get her to model, but her first attempts were unsuccessful. She moved on to Moreno High School. It was at this point that she started wearing all black clothes. She lived with a boyfriend and experimented with playing with a knife. Career. Jolie's first major film role was in the 1993 sci-fi thriller Cyborg 2, followed in 1995 by the cult film Hackers, for which she won her first Golden Globe Award, followed by another Golden Globe for her role as supermodel Gia Karange in the HBO series Gia. Jolie won awards, earning her third Golden Globe, her second Screen Actor Guild Award, and her first Academy Award for a supporting role in The Interrupted Life. Jolie's diversity has earned her the role of action star in the Lara Croft and Mr. and Mrs. Smith franchises, as well as voice acting in Sharky's Story and Kung Fu Panda, which is Jolie's most financially successful film to date. Jolie directed, wrote and produced In the Land of Blood and Honey in 2011. After a 3.5 years absence from the screen, Jolie starred in Maleficent 2014, a live-action reimagining of Disney's 1959 animated film Sleeping Beauty. That same year, she wrote the screenplay and directed the film Unbroken. Jolie's next directorial effort was the family drama By the Sea 2015, in which she starred alongside her then-husband Brad Pitt, which was their first work together since 2005's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Jolie also wrote, produced and directed the 2017 film They Killed My Father First, as well as starred in The Provider and served as executive producer. Jolie reprised her role as Maleficent in Disney's 2019 fantasy sequel Maleficent: Lord of Darkness, which received unfavorable reviews from critics but had moderate box office receipts of $490 million. Wages. Between 2001 and 2011 alone, Angelina Jolie earned over $120 million from her film work alone. She earned $7 million from the first Lara Croft movie and $12 million for the second. She earned $10 million for Mr. and Mrs. Smith, The Good Shepherd, and A Mighty Heart. Her salary jumped to $15 million for Wanted, then to $20 million for Salt and $19 million for The Tourist. Personal life. Jolie met Johnny Lee Miller on the set of Hackers in 1995 and married him in March 1996. Instead of a traditional wedding dress, Jolie wore black rubber pants and a white t-shirt on which she wrote her fiancé's name in her blood. A split the following year and a divorce in 1999. Jolie's divorce was finalized shortly before she married actor Billy Bob Thornton on May 5, 2000 in Las Vegas after 2 months of dating. They met in 1999 on the set of the movie Pushing Teen. The pair were known for public declarations of love, including wearing vials of each other's blood around their necks. Jolie and Thornton adopted son Maddox from Cambodia in March 2002. 3 months later, they abruptly separated. Their divorce was finalized on May 27, 2003. Jolie was accused of divorcing Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston in October 2005. She said she fell in love with Pitt while they were starring in the 2005 movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith. They made their relationship public in January 2006 when she confirmed she was pregnant with his child. Jolie and Pitt had been together for 12 years. Their family grew to 6 children, 3 of whom were adopted. Jolie and Pitt were married on August 23, 2014. They separated in September 2016. Their divorce proceedings and custody battle dragged on. Their divorce was final on April 12, 2019. Jolie has 6 children, 3 sons and 3 daughters. Of the children, 3 were international adoptions and 3 were her biological children with Brad Pitt. Maddox, born 2001, was adopted from Cambodia in 2002 along with Billy Bob Thornton. Pitt adopted Maddox in 2006. Pax, born 2003, was adopted from Vietnam in 2007 by Jolie and adopted by Pitt in 2008. Zahara, born 2005, was adopted from Ethiopia in 2005 by Jolie and Pitt in 2006. Shiloh, born 2006, Knox, born 2008, and Vivian, born 2008, are Jolie and Pitt's biological children. Jolie is active in humanitarian work, working with UNHCR, traveling around the world on field missions, and donating money to various relief organizations. Jolie also co-founded the Jolie Pitt Foundation with actor Brad Pitt. Real estate. In June 2017, Angelina paid $24.5 million for a home in the Los Feliz neighborhood of Los Angeles. At that time, that was about double the record price for the neighborhood. The house was located in the gated community of Laughlin Park, just 5 minutes from the complex owned by Brad Pitt in Bronson Canyon. The 2-acre estate was occupied by Cecil B. DeMille from 1913 to 1959. Angelina Jolie, humanitarian and conservationist. Jolie is not accustomed to using her voice to speak for others. From covering refugee issues to advocating for animal conservation, here are 10 instances in which the actress has used her platform for good. She saves bees and empowers women. In May 21, Jolie was named the godmother of the Women for Bees Initiative, a 5-year program designed to educate women around the world about beekeeping. Thus, the actress posed for a photo in National Geographic while covered in bees to draw attention to ongoing conservation efforts. Jolie is rightly excited about her initiative. When women gain skills and knowledge, their instinct is to help nurture others. "I'm very excited to meet the women involved in this program from all over the world," she said in a statement. "I look forward to getting to know them and learning about their culture and environment and the role that bees play in it. My hope is that learning will strengthen their independence, their livelihoods, and their communities." Such a versatile personality Angelina Jolie is, and that concludes our issue. Write in the comments about which famous personalities we should make the next video about. We'll be sure to read them.